You don't understand, Helena. It didn't take Lulu. She doesn't care about her. She has no reason.
If Helena didn't take her, then who did?
Listen, please just listen to me. It's not Helena. My father has Lulu.
Your father?
Yes.
Nicholas, what are you talking about?
He's talking about Stavros.
I'm telling you, it's him. It's Stavros.
Nicholas, you're confused.
I
You
am
just
not.
perfectly understand.
I am not.
She's right. It's gonna take time
Confused.
for things to clear.
It's the whole reason why I came
Stavros
back
is
here was to
dead.
warn Lulu.
Okay, Nicholas, listen to me. You need to rest.
I don't know. I don't feel like resting right now.
Yes, because when you wake up, things will make sense.
I am making sense. Stavros is alive.
Please.
You remember how I helped Robert Scorpio?
Yes, when you lured Helena back here trying to find out if Duke was really Faison.
Yes. Once I knew that Helena found out it was a ploy, she would be furious.
What made you think that?
Look, I just wanted this whole confrontation to be over with and move on. So I left Spencer at home with Leslie and the servants and flew to Greece.
I bet that went well.
You ungrateful boy.
Not a boy, grandmother.
You're certainly not a man. Men stand by their family. They do not deceive their own.
Cesar Faison is a criminal. If he was posing as someone else, people needed to know about it.
You should have asked.
You've told me the truth? No, I don't think so. I was doing the people of Port Charles, some of whom are very dear to me, a service. End of story.
Nicholas. Nicholas, when will you realize that loyalty is everything? Even more so now than ever before.
Oh, and why do you say that?
And do you think that I would confide in you after this stunt you pulled? Nicholas, you are my life. And now you've shown me that you're untrustworthy.
You give me a chance to prove otherwise?
I knew Helena was hiding something. So I just played the dutiful grandson. And it gave me time to investigate.
There's a boat by the docks. It's not one of ours.
All right, come on.
Nicholas, what are you doing here? Where's Alejandro's?
We had a boat emergency.
Oh, run along, Nicholas. This is no concern of yours. Now, go find Alejandro's.
What are you doing in here?
Well, what are you doing back here?
Who is that? Father?
This does not make any sense. Luke saw Stavros die. He fell into this pit of nothing. There's no way he could have survived that.
Cassanite are hard to kill. I thought he was dead.
Well, clearly not.
Well, where's he been for the last 10 years?
Recovering?
Here?
Stavros survived that dreadful fall, though thanks to Luke Spencer. By the time I got to him, he was in terrible shape. He was barely able to register a pulse.
You saved him?
Well, I pulled my son from the brink once before. I was prepared to do it again.
Oh, this is crazy.
Slowly but surely, he's regaining his strength. Soon my son, my Stavros, will come back to us. Healthier and stronger than ever.
I worked very hard to prove my loyalty. I helped her nurse my father back to health. Soon he was not only conscious, but talking and more obsessed than ever.
He was always infatuated with Laura. What does that have to do with Lulu?
Father, what are you doing?
My princess. You would never...
The woman in the photo Stavros was looking at wasn't Laura. It was Lulu. I realized my father was even more disturbed than before.
And that's saying something.
so I went to Helena for answers.
Why is my father doing this?
Oh, darling, please. No, there's
Will you just answer the question? I've put in my time. I deserve to know.
Please. Your father was barely cognizant during the first years. I tried everything that I could do to stimulate his recovery, but I even told him about his grandson, Spencer. But when that didn't work, I even tried to convince him that there was another newborn heir.
That's why you faked the DNA test. To make me believe Aiden was my son. For my father.
Well, and it was all in vain. Oh, Anyway, several consultations were still needed to treat Stavros. Oh, there was a brilliant German doctor. She took us to Switzerland to her clinic.
Get on with the story.
Well, while flying back to Greece, our plane had to make a weather-related landing in Istanbul. No, I was trying to be discreet, but suddenly, Nicholas, I saw your father light up, saying his first words since the accident. My Laura.
What do you mean light up my Laura? Did he see her in Turkey?
No. She wasn't there. Apparently, Luke had found himself locked in a Turkish prison. Well, he was free and he was being escorted home by Dante Falconieri and your sister.
Okay, so he saw Lulu.
Yes, but he believed that Lulu was Laura, just as he remembered her from their time together here.
And he wanted her back.
Well, I have tried to disabuse him of this fantasy. But Stavros is convinced that Lulu, your sister, is the woman that he fell in love with many years ago.
I knew what Stavros had put my mother through. I wasn't about to let him do the same thing to Lulu. Once he regained his facilities, I tried to reason with him. The woman that you are in love with, who's in that photo, it's not Laura. She's not my mother.
Don't be ridiculous. I would know Laura anywhere. She's as gorgeous now as the first day I brought her here.
Father, would you please look? See this?
That's Laura. Next to her is my sister Lulu, Laura's daughter with Luke.
That doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does, because it's the truth. That young woman is not who you think she is.
I was going to send this to her. Win her back. Remind her of the time we had together.
You realize you have to let this go, don't you?
Yes. I understand. I understand it all.
That's when I realized just how much danger Lulu was in. I tried to call Lulu but couldn't get through, so I called Lucky.
Did you talk to him?
No, he didn't pick up. I left him a message. Lucky it's Nikolas. I don't have a lot of time. Lulu's in trouble. My father's alive. He's going after our sister.
And just when I thought I could trust you. Take the phone. As for you, my dear Nicholas, we'll have much to discuss later. Prepare the jet. Tell the captain we're headed to Ireland.
Grandmother, you don't have to. I eventually escaped and made my way here. But I was too late.
So I carried Lulu to the Haunted Star. We were about to set sail when I found out that our son was in Port Charles, prepared to expose me. Couldn't have that.
You had Nicholas shot?
He has no concept of the word loyalty. unlike his would-be assassin who would rather die than expose my name.
So you popped your own kid.
Helena didn't mention anything about Dante when she called the chicken on you.
So what, now Dante's missing too?
He could be.
Look, my father is convinced that he's in love with Lulu. That makes Dante his rival.
And Stavros doesn't tolerate rivals.
No, he doesn't. He eliminates them.
You.
Stavros knew that you were going to try to warn Lulu about Dante, then
He had me shot to keep me quiet.
What kind of psycho puts a hit out on his own son?
If he'd do that to me, God knows what he has planned for Lulu.